Welcome to another episode of This Is Anything Goes, and today we'll be working on the Toyota Alphard, and what we'll be doing is something's good gonna happen. Okay, I like the height of the car actually, so I'm thinking I might or might not maintain the height of the car, but what I didn't like about the original absorbers is that it's a bit too soft. Whenever I'm taking cornering, it's like a motorboat, alright? So I'm gonna teach you how to install adjustable coilovers on the Toyota Alphard. Let's get to it. Okay, so first off, let's measure the height of the car before changing the absorbers. Over here we have about 9 inches, and over here we have about 2 inches. And for the rear we have about 8 inches and about 2.5 inches here. Okay, so we will start off with the rear. If you notice, the orientation of the car is a bit different because it's a different day. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to jack up the car, and the jack up point is actually on the bottom, this one. Okay, just behind the tire, you jack it up from here, then you put two A stands. Okay, remove the tire, put it over there just for safety. And what you need to do is you need to remove both the shock absorbers. Okay, this is actually held on by just a bolt each side, and then on the top you need to remove this plastic cover which is over here. You just put a screwdriver in and just pry it open, and then you have this rubber boot, just pull it out, and you have one nut here to remove. Okay, so if it starts spinning, what you do is you put an Allen key over here and then you remove the bolt. Okay, so we remove all that first. Okay, didn't manage to capture it on camera, but the moment this bolt came loose on the top there, the spring jumped out. I should have remembered to put something on the bottom to stop this bar from coming all the way down, but it's okay, no harm done. Okay, as you can see, this is actually disintegrated. Okay, so yeah, just got to take this out. Okay, so to adjust the height of the rear, we need to use this thing over here that connects to the spring like that. So what I'm doing is, if you can see the line over here, the beginning line, that will be my starting point, and I'm counting 4 lines above it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the 5th one will be hidden. Same goes with the other side. Okay, you can see the line over there. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th one will be hidden. Okay, then what we'll do is we'll put the rubber bushing, one on the top and one on the bottom, and then slot it in for both sides. Then we'll install this one. Okay, so we have gotten it in. On both sides. So what we'll do now is we'll jack this up and then compress the spring roughly about between 5 to 10 mm, and then we'll put in the shocks. Another way of doing it is bolting it over here first. So it'll be loose on the top here, and then what you do is you jack the thing up, and you should see it coming up over here. then what you do is you put this in, rotate lightly first. Okay, now that we have gotten everything installed, so as I mentioned, so this was 4 rings on the bottom, 5th ring was hidden inside here, and this is 36 rings counting from the bottom here all the way to the bottom here. And then what we'll do is we need to lock it. Okay, so there is a special wrench for you to use to lock it. It's just like this, and you just lock it in this manner. Okay, you don't have to be very tight, just a bit of nudge just to lock it in. Okay, it holds there, and just and we are done. Okay, so now we'll put in tire and we'll drop the car and see how far it goes. Looks okay. Okay, so let's measure. Seven and a half. I believe we started with 8.5. That's good. Now the other measurement would be the one over here, and which is about 1.5. So we started with 2.5 here. So in short, we dropped by 1 inch here and half an inch over here, which makes sense because of the difference. Okay, so before we jack this car up to tighten all the bolts, what we will need to do is, with the help of the weight of the car, we will tighten this bolt. So we will need to use 2 wrenches, one to hold this and then one to tighten this. Okay, so that's done. I've locked this, and to lock this, okay, so this lower ring is actually the positioning ring, and these are just the heights, so I'm happy with the height. And this is to lock it. So to lock it, this have to go down. To go down, it has to go clockwise. Okay, so this upper ring have to go clockwise. So just put a screwdriver here, give it a hit, just one small hit, all right, just so that it's compressed. Okay, and then for the bolt on the bottom here, this one, tighten it to 58 Newton meter. And the top, just hand tighten. Okay. By right, you're supposed to close this and then close this, but I'll do it later because I need to adjust the hardness. Okay, so this has 24 clicks. Okay, now that we're done with the back, we are coming to the front, and I can see that my front absorber is already leaking, and I'm pretty sure the bush is also, the bump stopper is also disintegrated based on the remnants. So this is used for about 3 years and about maybe 50,000 kilometer. I'm not too sure, I think 50 or 30,000 kilometer. Okay, so to remove the front absorber, I'm gonna put a link in the description on how I change this. It's exactly the same on how to put it back and how to remove it, but just for the sake of those who are new here, you need to remove this, remove these 2 bolts. Okay, remove 1 bolt over here, 1 bolt over here. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 over here, and then we'll move on to the front, to the top here, where we will have 3. 1 2 3. Okay, I hope you can see it. Okay, so once we have all those out, we should be able to remove it out. Then we'll put in the new absorbers. Okay, so I managed to take out the 3 bolts in the 3 nuts in there. The 2 bolts over here, I'm gonna have to take out this one, yeah, okay. But anyway, the main thing is I will have to take out the wiper and this entire portion so that I can have better access to that side, which is very tight, and also because one of the nut is loose, so I need more access. So to remove this, I need to remove 1 and 2 over here, which is actually covered by this. Okay, so this one you just need to pull it out, and then size 14mm, take it out. Okay, and what we need to do is we need to close the bonnet, lift this up, and then remove these 2 first. So to remove this, just need to lift this up and it'll be out. Okay, so to remove the top here is actually pretty simple. There's a few tabs over here. Remove this tab, remove this tab, this tab, this tab, and then push this over here like that. You've gotten this out. Release this. Okay, there's 3 clips here. Okay, then we will move this to the side. Okay, next up we will need a screwdriver. Okay, this will do. And then you see these little tabs on the bottom here. Okay, so just tap it, tap this. Okay, so you need 2 hands, so all you need to do is just press it down. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 over here, then you should be able to remove this. Okay, next up we need to do is disconnect this connector and remove this. 1, 2, 3, then we'll remove the motor, then we'll move on to removing this. Okay, now that we've gotten the wire loom out of the way as well, we should be able to remove this. Okay, I'm gonna need 2 hands to angle this so I don't break the glass. Okay, next up we need to remove a few screws. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 2 over here. Okay, so in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we need to remove 2 bolts over here to move this down, and then we should be able to take it out. Okay, so all those done, you can just move this and put it at the bottom here. So there's actually 2 more screws over here, 1 here and 1 more at the corner here. Okay, so now we have hell a lot of access to the screws. Okay, so yep, time to do this side. That side's done. Time to do this side. And then we'll be done. Well, nice. A bit low, but nice. Okay, as you saw that the car was a bit too low to my liking actually. It looks great, but it's not practical. So what I'll do is I'll try to increase it by 1/2 inch. So what I'll do is I've unlocked this. I'll put a tape here as a reference, and I'm going to make this 10 turns. So to turn it, just turn this way. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I've made 10 turns, so it should be about 10 rings here. So time to lock it up. Much better. Okay, so we have about 1 inch here, 1 inch here, and we started off with 2 inch, and over here we have about 8 inch, and we started off about 9 plus a bit. Okay. Okay, so that's the end of this DIY. It has actually been about 3 months since this adjustable absorber have been installed, and what can I say, I'm still quite happy with it. Took a bit of tuning on the hardness. So right now the front is 3 clicks from the hardest, meaning that it's about 18 clicks from the softest, whereas the back is about 12 clicks right in the middle. Okay, and I've actually fetched a bunch of people, full load, seems to be good. Yeah, basically I like it in the sense that it is functional. Alright, it lowers the cars by a bit, about 1 inch as you saw in the video. Okay, not by a lot. It could go lower, but for practicality's sake, I did not go that low. Okay, I like it. The color's good. Okay, so yeah, I got this second hand, so it was about 2.7k, 2,700 ringgit, and then I have to add another 120 ringgit to purchase one of the clickers that was missing in it. So overall it's about 2.8k in total. Pretty happy with it. Still functions as a family van, but corners much nicer. Okay, so in terms of performance, it corners pretty good. There's no wobbly when you're on the highway anymore. It is a bit harsher than the original, but not too bad. Okay, not too bad. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's the end of it. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like, hit the bell button to get notified on our future uploads, and make sure you hit the subscribe. Alright, see you next time. See ya.